But of course, you realize that some local government areas may not have up to 10,000, 250,000. If you aggregate everything, we're targeting 10,000 hectares per local government area. So if you put everything together, that would have amounted, or that would amount to 250,000 hectares. But of course, we have some local government areas that have lots of land, vast, as compared to local governments that are metropolitan, like Chenchega, Bidda, and Suleja. So we have some local government that can actually give us close to 30,000, 25,000 or thereabout.
Okay.
Yes, so you equally mentioned irrigation, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, fine. So that's part of what we're developing as part of the agricultural mechanization policy of government. We've discovered that across the entire state, we have a lot of earth dams. We have equally hydropower projects or lands, dams, which of course house a lot of water. And we equally realize that at the peak of rainy season, sometimes those dams spill the excess water, which leads to flooding, particularly down the southern part of the state. So we are trying to harness that water for proper utilization for agricultural purpose. So part of irrigation plan is to see how we can harvest the excess water.
Okay. Honorable, let's talk about housing. You would agree with me that in Mina right now, almost everybody is building. And you agree with me that some people actually build on waterways. Is it that there are no laws governing that? And what is the ministry doing? Those that have already done that, is there any law that, okay, maybe something is all you have to vacate, or there? So just tell us, is there anything that is, any law regarding that? And those who have already built on, what are they expected to do?
Yes,
thank you. Yes.
If you've revisited the master plan of the state.
Thank you very much. I had mentioned earlier that we are revamping the land registry. That is, already we have the Niger State Geographical Information System, which is an agency under my ministry. Now, it's saddled with the responsibility of mapping, which we call, when we say land registry, simply means that all the details, the information, the coordinates, and everything that you need to know about the location of a place, the purpose that it is meant for, where roads are supposed to pass, and so on, everything is there, right, with the information of the owners or corporate bodies. So as part of revamping it, we are updating it. And part of what we intend to do will be more or less like putting things together in respect of revamping the Mina Master Plan. Part of the urban renewal thing we are doing is equally updating the master plan of Mina, because Mina has remained, caged. We don't have more than one or two roads. If you pass through the city center or you're going through the eastern or western bypass, you realize that what we talked about, or the urban renewal, means expanding where Mina currently is. So it gives opportunity to people for them to be able to build houses, to be able to come up with new businesses, and then to decongest the city. So the existing Mina right now, what we are doing is making sure that we come up with what we call, people will call overhead, bypass, what's it called, overhead bridges, and so on and so forth, So making those means that we want to have easy flow or easy access for people, so that we don't waste man hours trying to access either the market, hospital, or and it's actually the hallmark of any modern town that you would have such bridges which help in management of traffic as well as pedestrians.
All right, listeners, you can also be part of our program. The number to call in is 0903-880-8883. All right, Commissioner, during one of your post-East Coast meeting, you talked about that the states can actually generate annually about 100 and something billion naira through, should I say, the proximity. If you want to capitalize on the proximity of Niger to Abuja, can you expatiate? Can you shed more light?
Yes, that would have been after we came with the new policy on harmonization of revenue. That's the target which His Excellency, the former governor, set, for all sectors, all MDAs. So it wasn't just restricted to lands alone. We are looking at, so even the expansion, new businesses will come and they will pay taxes, right?
Yes.
So and then looking at Abuja, because a lot of people are being under taxed, provision of amenities. Once you are providing to them, that means it gives you opportunity or the leverage for you to be able to get more. You are going to get more people coming to settle in Abuja. So because there's even a bigger plan, and what we are talking about is what we call the Greater Suleja, which is in the pipeline, which encompasses 3 local government areas. It has everything to do with my ministry. We're already working on that. And the 3 local government areas we are talking about is more or less the urban renewal, providing spaces specifically for commercial activities, for recreation, for educational activities, for banking, and so on and so forth. That is missing. Even the kind or the category of the kind of houses, even the quality and the standard of the roads that are there, you are expanding them, you are providing access. People in Abuja will definitely prefer to come here. So with that, of course, the more people you have there, the more opportunities you have in raking in revenue because of commercial activities that will naturally pick up.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Commissioner, it is projected by 2050 that the population of Nigeria will grow to 400 million. How prepared
Yes.
are we as a state?
Yeah, as a state, and that's why the urban renewal thing has come to stay. Maybe I'll give you a broader explanation as to what we want to achieve by that. You realize that what is happening right now, the city gate is no longer there. You'll be wondering whether it gave way for the overpass. No, that's not it. We are actually taking it further away from where it is right now to somewhere around Paiku. That of Tudun Fulani too will be moved eventually. So the road expansion. So Bina will actually start from there through the eastern bypass from Paiku towards the eastern bypass through Tawai Dam back to that you go behind where we call the present 3-arm zone. Right? So within the axis of where Mina presently is and the new roads that will go there, you have new districts that will spring up. So we are prepared for future, population expansion. And of course, this will call for what? Amenities and infrastructure to cater for that. So we are deliberately planning, and it is part of the departments that we have in my ministry, the town planning department. The urban slum that we're having today is because these plans have not been followed. And I would say not because there hasn't been any deliberate effort for you to achieve that. And of course, we are equally looking at areas that we still call urban slum to see how we can. Of course, plans are there for us to be able to see how we can provide amenities. There are some houses we need to go down, some houses you need to realign so that you can give opportunity for provision of amenities to them, access to roads, access to water, and so on.
According to Federal Mortgage Bank, sir, only 10% of Nigerians can afford housing when compared to United States of 72%. And the United Kingdom of 78%. And there is also this saying that Nigeria needs about 20-something trillion naira to bridge the gap of housing. Sir, what are we seeing? Looking at the pressure on urban centers, and then looking at some of these abandoned housing estates. What are we doing as a state? What is your office doing?
Well, just as I said, I'll give you an answer because I'm privy to this information. These are housing issues, but of course they are interrelated. Now let me start with the last one, which is what are we doing about the abandoned housing estates? In fact, it's a puzzle, but it's no longer one. When His Excellency and Severi had said we had housing estates abandoned in littered across the entire state. Most of them are not finished. Some are finished to an extent and vandalized. Right? We realize that this is indeed a problem. And what did he do? He gave us marching order to find out what exactly these problems are. Could it be that the funds that ought to have been paid by subscribers were not paid? If they are not paid, the state, of course, has a way to see how we'll be able to intervene so that those people will be able to access or will be able to pay on their behalf, and then they gradually will be able to pay back. Or the state, alternatively, because these are options that are on the table, and I know before the end of the year, these issues will be tackled. There's one before you go into Bidda, before the city gate.
Yes.
It's on the left.
Yes.
Another one again in Kwantogora, on the on the left. Another one again around the airport, right? That one had to do with movement. Well, this can be said what we call faulty administrative policy affected that. But of course, we've been able to overcome that. If you go there right now, you'll see that work is ongoing. We're going to finish it up. That's the family homes, which was relocated from Suleja to close to the airport. Work is ongoing there. And of course, we know that there is deficit in housing. What we have chosen to do, because you need, when you have a multitude of problems, you need some kind of intervention, deliberate intervention. And money is expensive and scarce. So what we have done in our ministry is to say we are going to expand. In the expansion process of the urban renewal is for us to say we are going to have what we call site and services, because even culturally, a lot of people would prefer to connect with them building their own house. You see a lot of people, it becomes your bragging right to say, I built this house from foundation. Even if it's going to take me 20 years, I'll rather get from my stipends or whatever I'm getting to build my house as against setting mortgage tied around my neck, for me to pay in 20 or 25 years, and the funds don't even come as at when. So providing site and services makes it easier for people to build at their own pace and at their time. So that is another way we are looking at. One, it will help in planning the city, because if we are doing a layout, which of course I'm calling site and services right now, you know that you have the number of houses that will be in a particular layout, you know the size of roads, you know the size of the gutter, the walkways, the kind of infrastructure in terms of water lines, in terms of the kind of electricity infrastructure you're providing, and communications, and so on and so forth. So these things are very critical.
All right, the number to call in is 0903-880-8883. Okay, Honorable Commissioner, what about private sector participation?
Absolutely, yes.
The issue of funding is another thing. All right. No, sorry. Honorable Commissioner.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your contribution.
Honorable Commissioner.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir. How is work, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Question I want to ask you is this. Number one, this issue of C of O. Last administration, you understand?
Honorable Commissioner, the issue of C of O.
All right, thank you. It's a recurring question. Now, over a period of time, we inherited most of this, issues, and I had to call for some of them, the files, and I realized that a lot of them did actually not even meet up with the requirements. That's one of the greatest challenges, because everybody, it's easy, it's your word against mine to say we paid, we did the right thing. But it's quite technical in terms of what they wanted to achieve, in terms of what they actually were asked to do. A lot of them didn't even present what was expected of them. And then if you go further, you realize that a lot of those documents which were brought to be processed were those, once you plot them, you realize that you are trying to plot land on top of one that already had a title. Right? You cannot have a C of O on a plot of land here. For instance, it's a 50 by 50 meters, or it's 1,000 square meters, like what we want to start using right now. If it is 500 square meters or 700 square meters, and then it already has a title, and then somebody, because they said it's bonanza, you just go get the sketch and come, and then you file. Perhaps you pay the preliminary amount, the administrative charges, and then of course certain documents are required of you. The next thing, the person, the process cannot go beyond that, because it is it's faulty in the first place. So you cannot build something on nothing. These are some of the challenges that we have seen, and of course we are going to look at that again to see amongst them, which we've already started, those who indeed have genuine cases, we would attend to them, and then COs will be issued to those ones. Then secondly, he mentioned the issue of yes, the issue of roads. Yes, it's not slow. We have funding for all these projects. We are not a government that has come to just play to the gallery. For whatever it is, we have accessed these funds, and of course we'll make sure. Okay, all right.
Hello, your name and where you're calling from. Make your contribution. Quickly make a contribution.
Yeah, so all these are my contribution, appreciation, and prayers.
Thank you.
May God help the government of Morbago. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You can continue.
Yes, so as I was saying, he said it's slow. Is it slow? Do you ever have any kind of thing? I'm sure a lot of people who are about 18 years and above have never seen a bulldozer constructing roads, or have never seen asphalt. Has it gone from the city, from Chinchaga Bridge, and see what is happening there? Perhaps because he's calling from the other end, it hasn't gotten there, but he needs to be patient. It's not, we're not doing a virgin road, so to speak. A lot of pipelines need to be moved. A lot of fiber optics that are buried, a lot of cables, a lot of houses are there. They're trying as much as possible to avoid damage. That's the most difficult part. And then surveying is still going on and on to see places where expansion will affect houses. So construction is not just, so they need to exercise some patience.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Commissioner, lastly, we are expecting His Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, by Monday. How is the preparation? I'm sure you are into one of these committees. How prepared are we as a state to receive the President?
Well, thank you very much. I'm on the Presidential Visitation Committee, and I chair the subcommittee on logistics. So means I've been there in the last 18 hours, making sure that everything is in top gear, to give him a rousing welcome. And proudly so, because I think this is the biggest thing that any state has done in this dispensation, agri-mechanization, and the achievement of us achieving or getting that status of special agro-processing zone of any kind in any airport in Nigeria. So we are very, very proud about that. Okay. So we are very prepared to welcome him. And preparation is in showcasing what we have. Sometimes preparation is not just in the ceremony, but what is he coming to commission? Right? That's the issue. Not even the number of people, or not even what it is, but what is he coming to commission. So we are proudly expecting him to come.
Thank you, Honorable. And lastly and briefly, what should Nigerians expect from your ministry?
Yeah, Nigerians should expect that I want to deliver the best of land registry. I want to deliver the best of titles that will come with value beyond what it is. They should expect that very, very soon. Your title, it's like a bond for you. in what you have. And that means, and I want to just give a little this thing to say that your CFO, God willing, will have your NIN number.
Wow.
If it is a corporate one, it will have your TIN number, which is unique to you, which you can use to access funds, you can use as collateral, you can use for so many things.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner Barrister Maurice Bello Magaji. We really appreciate your time, spending your time with us. I'm sure the listeners were more enlightened, and I want to sincerely appreciate Honorable Commissioner, our listeners out there, and my colleague Aisha Mohamed Kudu Abakar. Let's do this same time next week. I'll be and the DCA on duty. Let's do this next time next week. Bye-bye for now.
Do you wish to enhance your knowledge by listening to others on radio?
Are you intrigued by staying informed about current events in your society?
Or understanding the activities of political office holders?
Join us every Saturday by 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on your favorite radio station, Prestigefm91.7, on the program Let Them Know.
A program where we discuss current events, political insight, or the success stories of extraordinary individuals, corporate organizations, agencies, philanthropists, and business moguls.
Let us be your guide to staying informed and inspired. Don't miss the chance to enhance your understanding of Niger State and beyond.
Let them know.
Let them know.
Let them know.
Join us on Let Them Know every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Do you wish to enhance your knowledge by listening to others on radio?
Are you intrigued by staying informed about current events in your society?
Or understanding the activities of political office holders?
Join us every Saturday by 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on your favorite radio station, Prestigefm91.7, on the program Let Them Know.
A program where we discuss current events, political insight, or the success stories of extraordinary individuals, corporate organizations, agencies, philanthropists, and business moguls.
Let us be your guide to staying informed and inspired. Don't miss the chance to enhance your understanding of Niger State and beyond.
Let them know.
Let them know.
Let them know.
Join us on Let Them Know every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Good evening, listeners. You're welcome to our program Let Them Know. It's a new segment. And today on our program, we'll be talking to Honorable Commissioner for Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs, Honorable Umar Sandarebe. So you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Together we'll be doing justice to this program with my colleague
Aisha Mohamed Kudu.
So you're welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
Sir, briefly tell us, since your assumption in office, how far have you gone? What are the achievements you've recorded so far?
So, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. So far, so good. Since our assumption into the office, 20th of August of to date, we recorded a lot of sources. Even to extend our stakeholders engagement, bring a lot of people into the table, discuss our problems, let the people bear in their mind we are the architect of our sources and our problems. Niger State is a new Niger. We are preparing for another journey. So we will not continue managing problems. We provide solution. So Alhamdulillah, people are understanding our direction. We are moving together all with the Niger lights. So far so good. We are recording a lot of sources. His Excellency is doing wonderfully well. To see Niger State is better than yesterday.
Okay, Honorable, the issue of herders and farmers clashes, to an extent, it has reduced. So the question is, how have you been able to achieve that?
Stakeholders engagement, as I mentioned earlier, we brought a lot of people into the table. They just said belong to us. We don't know any other place. We don't have any other place to go. We have only Niger State. We want our people to bear in their mind, if you are in Mariga, make sure you secure Mariga local government. If you are in Magama, you secure Magama local government. Because when you destroy Magama local government, you have no other alternative place to go. And the herders and farmers, they are all farmers. We want to break even the gene, the gap, calling them herders farmers. They are pastoralist farmers. His Excellency directed me, I should not even mention a herders farmers again. We should call them pastoralist farmers. They are all farmers. We incorporated them into the agriculture. We want them to key into the agricultural revolution. Rearing animals is our tradition. It's the tradition of northern Nigeria, regardless of the tribe and religion where you come from. Please, let us be realistic. It's all our agriculture. We need all of them.
All right, listeners, here we have Honorable Commissioner for Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs, Honorable Sanberebe. You remember you can call in our studio number 0903-880-8883. Sir, do we have any plan for open grazing in the state, or is there any alternative?
If you are talking about open grazing or any other type of grazing, you must talk about the long-term plan and short-term plan, because you don't expect to achieve it at a single day. You need to go on. You need to undergo a lot of processes. The processes, number one, is to go into the sensitization, advocacy, which will go around the 8 Emirate Council to discuss deeply, intensively with the stakeholders, traditional rulers, which they are the custodian of the land. Everybody belongs to one emirate of the order, one village head of the order, one district head of the order. We all bring them into the table and discuss a lot of issues related to the peace. We have a lot of committee in various local government. We have central working committee in the state. We have different committee that start with the responsibility of reconciliation, negotiation, solution oriented. Not problem. We don't want to hear problem. What is the solution of the problem? Let's solve our problem by ourselves. So Alhamdulillah, you observe the Niger State is relatively peaceful. We are coordinating the activities for our herders. They are connected to our ministry, which is one of the mandate of the ministry.
Honorable Commissioner, we all understand that your office is one of the most tasking office. It is on record that you are one of the most busiest commissioners, going up and down to make sure that everything is set for the state. What should Nigerians be expecting from your office?
What they are expecting from our office is we are graduating from heredity rearing to a commercial way of rearing. Over years we are operating a heredities, because your father is a Fulani man, you choose to be, you are rearing cattle. We don't have any other alternatives. We want to provide alternative for you. We want to give you a choice. I want to be a mechanic, I want to be a pharmacist, we want to provide alternative for you. Never be like before, rearing a cattle is the only way of life of the Fulani man. No.
Honorable Commissioner, let's take this call. Your name and where you're calling from. You lost that. Honorable Commissioner, you can continue.
So,
Hello, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Ambassador Gebu the Challenger. I'm calling you from Tudun Fulani.
Okay, make your contribution.
Ardon
Thank you very much.
number for your Then secondly, again, I want to give you kudos for the industrial boreholes you have been building to other communities, and they are enjoying water, and they are enjoying peace this time around. and the negotiation is still going on. The peace is still going on within. So I want to give you kudos for the good work you are doing. And you know I'm looking up to you as a role model. So more grease to your elbow.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
So that is commendation for you. And I believe it's because you've recorded a lot of success. A lot of people have seen it on ground. Let's take this call. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, good evening. My name is Anasur Muhammad Laidan Malamin Badegi.
Okay, make your contribution.
Mr. Commissioner, well seated.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Mr. Commissioner, honestly speaking, I give kudos to your job because you know your job and you're doing wonderful well. For Mr. Commissioner, I have this question to you. There is this issue about CFO, certificate of occupancy. In last administration.
Sorry, we have Commissioner for Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs, not Commissioner for Land and Survey. So your question should be strictly on Nomadic or Pastoral Affairs.
Okay, Commissioner of Nomadic.
Yes, thank you.
And
all right, Commissioner, you can go ahead. Nevertheless, there is a commendation for you.
What I believe is together we can do it.
Yes.
Better.
Exactly.
I believe it teamwork. I believe it. Let's all understand the situation in Niger State. Let's understand. Let's understand the tradition of northern Nigeria. The northern Nigeria generally, it's very difficult to go into any single family without seeing both livestock. Let me say livestock in generally. It's our tradition. It's our pride. So I don't want to discourage people from doing it. Yes, I am encouraging people to continue doing it because it's one of the very good business, a lot of potential benefit into it. We abandoned the sector, we neglected the sector. Most of the people elite, even the Fulani elite, they are no longer.
Hello, your name?
Hello, good evening, I'm back again.
Okay, your name?
I'm Nasir Muhammad Laidan Malamin Badegi.
Go ahead.
Mr. Commissioner, Honorable Commissioner of Nomadic, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
First in the history of Nigeria, Niger State, a Fulani man occupy a position as a commissioner. I give kudos to former Governor Umar Bagu. For Honorable Commissioner, honestly speaking, I can say I give kudos to your job because I was on my way coming last 2 weeks. You were on this road, Kwantagwara to Tegina, seeing your people. I just pass you by. Assuming all the commissioner will take your footsteps, sometimes you hardly go to office where you go to Ruga, just like you made those places to be your second office. Why can't you teach your colleagues to join yourself? Because before you're coming, there is this crisis of the banditries and whatever, clashes, Fulani, this, Fulani, that. But today, nobody hear that those Fulani are coming on radio and hail this government. Please, what is the secret? I beg, won't you teach other commissioners to emulate from your own leadership?
Thank you very much. Sir. Thank you. Sir, Honorable Commissioner, I think this goes down to the same thing I ask you. You're always on the field, and people are saying it. You unlike, I don't want to say others are not doing the same thing, but if others will emulate what you are doing, I believe.
But there in your mind you have different mandate. I'm a field worker. By the virtue of my office, I'm a field worker. To see me even rearing the cattle is normal. Definitely, let the love lead. These people are far away from us. That is the wisdom behind the creating of this ministry. The gap is very wide. So we want to bring them close to us. To the simple way that you can draw them close to you is to show them love. Is to go close to them. Don't wait till when they come. Most of them, they don't know how to assess you. You see them even passing by the roadside. You can park and talk to them. You can show them this is another alternative. Provide a lot of, as I told you earlier, provide a lot of alternative for them. Give them a lot of option. Definitely, they will come close to you and they will narrate a lot of story to you. They will cooperate with you. Then they will start loving you back.
All right, Nigelites, whenever I see a Fulani man, should embrace him, embrace her, show him love. We should show each other love. We are all one. Let love lead. Just like what the Honorable Commissioner have said. Honorable Commissioner, is there any kind of sensitization going on that will make Nigerians, let's be broad now, Nigerians to embrace Fulani? Because a typical Nigerian, especially from the south or from the other part of the country, sees a Fulani man as another thing entirely. So, is there sensitization going on? Because we need to sensitize the public. Just like the way you said, there is gap. We need to bridge this gap.
Yes. We have a different way and modalities that we are approaching people like you, most especially the media house. And I want to take the advantage of this time to appreciate this media house, this Prestigefm.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, Honorable.
Good afternoon.
Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Aliyu Habilu Tata.
Okay, make your contribution.
Yeah, calling to commend our Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you.
Which I believe is taking a giant stride. I know the work is not easy, but our prayer for him is let God provide him enough energy, enough knowledge to enable him to paddle the affairs of the office.
Amen.
And we believe those who don't know him, it's time for them to know him. But we as brothers, we know the governor himself has made a very brilliant choice. So we should kudos. We are happy to have him as one of our honorable commissioners.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Commissioner, still talking about awareness.
Which is very important. I want to appreciate this media house. They are always in support of me. When this office, we are just resumed office newly, I called them, I solicited for their support. I say this is our assignment. This is the missionary ministry, and also it's a baby ministry, newly established. Come into our aid in terms of sensitization, advocacy, in all areas. So to change the dimension of the people is very difficult, and also is very easy. Together we can easily change them. Together we can change the narratives. If you are real, the way you said now, a lot of people are now longer not interested to hear about a Fulani man. Because the label, they are all labeled, both the good one and bad one. But everybody know, they know how they can be bad. The bad one are just 1% out of the 100. But who care to know why? Let me just say, after His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Niger State, who care to know why? Who care to know the genesis? Why are they in this trouble today?
I think we have another caller.
Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Your name and where you're calling from?
Mama, you're on the line.
Can you increase your...
on the line.
Okay, go ahead. Your name?
Mama, you're on the line.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
My question is that, how do you get to the two friends, Fulanis and farmers, together in the case of peacekeeping between them? How do you get them?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Honorable Commissioner. The relationship between farmers and Fulanis.
They are all farmers.
Yes. So they can...
How do you keep their relationship?
Yes.
To harmonize them together. They need each other. You are a crops farmer. This is a livestock farmer. You need a manure. I need your crops. We have a lot of plans regarding that, even to put them together. We want to integrate our manure into the organic manure. We want to even use our manure for a biogas. You go into the ranch and feed your gas. You go into the ranch and get your manure for your crops. We use a feedlot to feed our animals. So they need each other. They are ones. But we allow the ethnicity to divide us. Our problem in Nigeria today is two things: religion and ethnicity, which they are all nothing to do with peace. As far as we are all know, the Nigeria is the only Nigeria we have. It's the only Niger state we have. You don't mind about the tribe and the religion. You focus about the dividends, the benefit. You focus about the economic independence. A Fulani man is totally independent economically. They are depending solidly into their livestock. They don't enjoy anything from government before, but now they started, and that is why you are seeing the reaction. The response is very...
Yeah, go ahead.
You can see their response is positive, because they have started seeing, yes, definitely His Excellency is ready to give them.
Hello. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, my name is Abubakar Adamu. I'm calling from this local government.
Okay, Adamu, go ahead, make your contribution.
So my point is that some critical challenges Fulani face in modern society is that lack of close to a government. I will give you an example. Today, we achieved a lot in Niger State, because why I'm saying that we achieved a lot in government is that our governor of Niger State, called Umar Ahmed Rede close to a government to make sure that Fulanis farmers to become a one to living environment that we can achieve our aims and objectives, to make sure that our animals and other things that we are facing today is coming to achieve, to rebrand, to enhance our unity. So I commend him, and this person that's elected as a commissioner, you know him very well. He's a man of unity, he's a man of integrity, he's a peaceman, he's a peacemaker. And I know Umar Ahmed, they can build a major state to the next level. I believe if government creates this nomadic, there is a lot of peace will purchased in our society and state at large. And I want him to make sure that, again, look at our nomadics. We have a lot of challenges in front of him, because there is some nomadic schools that we need to make sure that we rebuild him. We rebuild the schools.
Sorry, because of time, Honorable Sir, you've been just getting accolades today for your good work. So lastly and briefly, what should Nigerite expect from you and from your ministry, rather?
What they're expecting from us, we are seriously behind our principles. The new Niger. The new Niger is real, is possible. Together, with the honorable commissioners, with the all political appointees, traditional rulers, media houses, light, all together. Let's put our hands together and see we change the narration, we change the dimension of our people's thoughts. Let's rebuild our confidence of the people, because people lose confidence in a lot of areas, most especially in time of governance. Let's rebuild their confidence. That is what His Excellency is busy doing. So.
All right, Honorable Commissioner, we want to sincerely appreciate you for finding time to be part of our program, and our listeners out there want to also appreciate you for being part of our program. On behalf of the DC on duty, Stephen Jia, my colleague
Aisha Mohammed Kudu,
we want to sincerely appreciate you, Honorable Commissioner. We hope next time, whenever we call on you, your doors will always be open. I will not forget Safia Yaman. We also want to thank you sincerely. Listeners, let's do this same time, same station next week. Bye-bye.
Are you intrigued by staying informed about current events in your society?
Or understanding the